Hi everyone, welcome to this brief demo of SyncLD. SyncLD stands for Synchronous Learning Design, and as you can see, it's a web-based tool that allows you to build learning design models. The key features here are that you don't have to install anything, it runs in a browser, and it allows you to collaborate in real time with others. So first of all, we have a couple of widgets here. Like in any other modeling application, you have a modeling canvas where you can put the model elements that are offered by the palette. You have a property browser where you can change the attributes and other properties of the model elements, and we have different export widgets that we get back to later. The key feature here is that it allows real-time collaboration, and this is why to demonstrate this I will bring up a second user that's on the same screen here, of course, but I mean, it could be on any other computer in any other place in the world that's connected to the internet. So we have two collaborating users here. This is Michael's window, and the lower window here is Carl's window, and they are both working on the same design, which is called self-study unit. Now the cool thing is that at any point while building the design or working on the design, when someone changes anything, like adding a learning activity to the canvas, this is immediately reflected in all collaborating users' browser windows. And even single actions like typing text. So for example, here we say we have a learning activity that's called read paper. As you can see, every edit is synchronized in the other window. Now I'm going to speed this up a bit and build a very simple learning design that's actually semantically correct. So we have a simple self-study unit where the student should read a paper. We need to have a role, a learner. Now we say, and we need a role part that connects everything. So here we say that this paper is to be read, and we say that the read paper activity is performed by the student, and the only act that we have here in this learning design is connected to this role part. Actually here we would have to provide a URL so that it's valid. That's Google.com paper.pdf. That's just, not serious, but just for demonstrating. Okay, you see that every change we make is reflected also in this activity log. So if you have many users, it's good to see who is working on what part of the design. Also, when you move things around, it's reflected in the collaborating windows, and you even see where the collaborating users are currently have their focus on. Now, so here we can collaboratively build learning designs, but the cool thing here is that we can also export, that we can link each and every model with the integrated learning design environment. So to explain briefly the ILDE, the integrated learning design environment, it's a social application. I'm just logging in here as Carl. What it offers is a social platform where you can share learning designs that are built using any kind of learning design tool. It doesn't have to be a SyncLD, it can be a very simple text document, but it can also be a machine readable design that can be immediately pushed to a virtual learning environment, for example. So actually I'm logged in as Michael here. That seems to be a caching problem, but we don't want to worry about that. In any case, I can now link this space here with the ILDE by just clicking Start ILDE-Sync. Of course I have to log in to be able to push something there. And what happens now, as you can see, it has created a new learning design on ILDE that is linked with this model here. So the model is stored on the ILDE in both a format that can be read by this SyncLD tool, but also in a format that can be exported to virtual learning environments. And as you can see, the linkage is immediately visible also in all collaborating windows. If we go there, and we log in, there is not much to it at this point. We could add support documents like descriptions, we can change the license. We see the attached IMSLD file, and we could, for example, push it to a Moodle platform now from here. But we will not do that. Instead, we will show, so for example, if we change something here, we can at any time push these updated model to the ILD. So we update the existing thing here. And I have to log in as Carl here. Of course I have to provide my credentials to see whether we are allowed to push anything there. And we can click this at any time, you know, change something and push it. The success here indicates that it was uploaded. If we look at the self-study unit design here, we can see, for example, in the revision history that actually the revisions have been stored here, so it's also versioned. You can go back to other versions. And another cool thing of ILDE is that it also allows people to build on the learning designs that were made by other people and use this as a basis for creating a refined version or an extended version or a version that it's adapted in any other way. So what we do here, we bring up a new model that we call guided self-study, and we now want to import the learning design that these two guys here have created into this model editor here. So what I do is I just copy this URL here, paste it here and say start ILDE sync. I log in as a user, and what happens now, it created a new learning design on ILDE that's based on the existing one and linked it to this model editor here. And as you can see, again, I can change stuff here, like edit something and then push it again to ILDE. So now I'm linked. And the good thing about that is ILDE even displays who built on my learning design in the duplication view. So here I see, for example, that Michael has kind of forked the original design and built a new one that's called guided self-study. Okay, that's it from this demo here. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to read more about ILDE or SyncLD or the underlying platform here, feel free to visit any of the links that are being displayed right now. Goodbye.